Hello there. I am coming at you today with a little overabundance of a haul, and I just got a little story time for you all because I went a little crazy today in Edmond. I found a treasury of a store. So let's get into this so I can show you how many antique books I bought. And was gifted by this saint of a man, Wayne, who owns this bookshop in Edmond. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, I live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and this store is in Edmond, I don't know if you would call it a suburb, but it's like a little an offshoot of Oklahoma City. And this store is a local bookshop in Edmond, and is a very nice little bookshop that has used books and collector's books. Everything in the shop is out of date and out of print. They also have a warehouse that sells books online. Oh, here, the sticker has it. Archives books. Archives books. So, if you want to keep count, all of the books that I bought were buy two, get one free. Anything under $3 was buy two, get one free. Some books are so badly damaged that he gave them to me for free. Everything that has, like this is dog chew. So these were given to me for free. And it's just it's a frozen book. But I bought these because of what I'm looking specifically for, were anything with maps, stories, storybooks, anything with dictionaries with small squares of what's it called? Definitions or illustrated definitions. Also, looking for things that have full page illustrations. And music. Did I say maps already? I thought I said maps already, but if I didn't, then maps. I also found a treasure that I will save for the very last because it's something that I've been looking for literally years. And I finally found it. It's not in as good of condition as I would have hoped, but it's something that I would have never hoped to find here in the city. And I just found it right under my nose. And for a great price. So let's get into this. So I will start off with just this simple little textbook. It's an editions Borders. So it's a Borders book. And it's just a textbook, a literature textbook for 19th edition for the French program in Paris, the borders Paris, printed in France in 1967. And that's about as far as my French goes. But if you want to see, here we go. And it's really beautiful. It has full page illustrations. I showed you a couple of them already. And that's really why I picked it out, besides the fact that it was $2. The cover, as you saw, was beautiful. And I feel like this is something that I could use, repurpose as a junk journal. So, this will definitely, look at that. Sorry, my ring light's blowing it out, but still, that's really, really nice for $2. Okay, and you already saw the 2 Elsa books that were free. I think I got all of those that they had, but these 2 were free. This book was like it's just a little song book. It's a new songs for service, and it's yay thick, just stapled, simple staples, and wonderful aged pages. So these could go straight into a junk journal. Just pull out the staples, and then the pages are already folded, ready to go straight into a junk journal. They're the right size and everything. Another songbook, $2 still. This is Joy to the World. The cover is in really good condition. The spine is still solid. And oh, it's got a little 4-page right here. And it again, the pages are in beautiful, have a beautiful little patina on them. And this is why I like finding books like this instead of tea dyeing things, because you just can't reproduce something like this. Okay, here's another one. This is Educating for Brotherhood, and this is very interesting. This one right here is for Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity. So this is showing all the secrets for a fraternity. It's not really secrets, but it's really interesting. I picked this up because the photos in here are just a great vintage photos from the 60s. And I would like to use those in I'd like to use those in my nameless art journals. You know, there's the nameless art journal that the Johanna Clough in Australia has put out there, and I would really like to do that. So these pictures are great for that. Let me find one that I was looking at. Here it goes. Look at that. How great would that be for nameless? I don't know who those people are. But I would love to journal about that or paint all over that or something. And, oh, here's another one. It's just great. All right, and then I found a Mother Goose that is just absolutely the pinnacle of 50s little baby books. It's so adorable. And I just love it. So it's all the pages are in good condition, and the cover is a little rough, but that's why it was $1. So each page has the whole the entire rhyme on it. And it's ready to be used. Now, this one is falling apart. And it was $2. But what year is it from? This is the Laidlaw Reader's Primer. And there is no copyright date in here. It is falling to pieces. The back cover is not even hanging on. But this is an incredible little reader book. It's like a first grade reader or kindergarten reader. I'd personally say first grade. A lot of the pages are ripped or torn, which is expected for this age of a book and for this age level even. And the art is pretty nice also. This book is the McGuffey's Eclectic Spelling Book Revised Edition by the American Book Company. Again, for $2, and it was printed in 1896. And it's a spelling book. So here's the alphabet. spine's not in good condition, but the covers are. So, all right, and this little beauty was, again, $2, but I only got this because each page has a beautiful little full page print. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. All right, what's the next one? Greg Shorthand Dictionary. This is cool. Dictionary of all the little shorthand symbols ever. So, and the cover feels really neat. The back is broken. Oh well, never mind. It did feel really neat. Okay, let's go on to this one. This one is marked at $3.95, but he gave it to me for $2. So it is Storytime, Reader's Digest Storytime, Adventures in Reading for Young People. And let me check. I think I got this just for my kids to have as a storybook. Oh well. Okay, now these, I don't know if I got all of them or if I only got a few of them, but I got 5, maybe 6 of these. So remember, buy 2, get 1 free. So at least 2 of these were free, I think. But these are the American Educator Encyclopedia. And number 1, I like the content inside. And number 2, I love the cover. It feels, it's faux leather, but it feels very nice to the touch. And the grain is very nice on the back, and the embellishment on the spine and the front cover is incredibly detailed. So I'm gonna hold one up to you, or hold one up to you, you're not here, but hold one up to the camera and let you see it. So I've got 5 in this box, and I think there's another one in another box. Let's keep going. Okay, everything I need to know about Christmas I learned from a Little Golden Book. And this I did get to, I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to tear it up, but I'm at least going to read it to my kids at least once. At least once. It's really cute. And this is Elementary Music. It is adorable. Yeah. Now, this is the dictionary that I'm talking about. It is completely illustrated. This is what I'm looking for. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to sell the pages on Etsy. So we will see. I don't know yet. But it's very, very thick. And it's only the second one. There was another one to this set. I didn't find it. And I only paid $2 for it. I also got How to Draw Disney Villains. Just for my own information, not for junk journaling. The Advent Storybook. Again, just because. Young Years, the best somethings. Let me peel off the sticker. The best loved stories and poems for little children. And this is by Parents Magazine. That's one of the reasons I picked it up, because it was by Parents Magazine. And it's also got a thing of hot glue on it. I don't know why. It is illustrated throughout in that old style of illustration. And it's very beautiful. So that's the main reason I picked it up. It's the latest edition, and it was published in 1960. Latest edition. All right. This is one of the only things that I picked up that had legitimate maps in it. Mainly because I didn't go further into the store to look for maps and stuff, because I stayed in the clearance aisle in the children's section in the front 2 aisles. Yeah, this is Insight Guides to Russia. And it was $1 or $2, something like that. So yes, to Russia. And it is beautiful. It has beautiful pictures in it. Amazing. So I cannot wait to use this. All right. I've got Child Library Readers, Book 2. And again, this is just a little one of those primers. And this one, does it have a date in it? It has some pages ripped out, so it doesn't show the publication date. But see, it has like the front 3 pages ripped out. So the publication date would have been on those 2 pages at least. But it is beautiful. All right, this one, I only picked this up for 2 reasons. The cover and 1 picture inside. That's all. Okay? This book is The Memoirs of the Courts of Europe. Yep, by Marie Antoinette. And, of course, it has a lithograph, a true Actually, this is not a lithograph. This is an intaglio print. Of the author. And they have to cover it with tracing paper so the ink doesn't come off on the other page. That's how you know it's real. That's how we know. And it even says, this is the portrait of Marie Antoinette by Madame Vigie Lebrun from the original in the Museum at Versailles. And these are the memoirs of Marie Antoinette, Queen of France and wife of Louis the 16th, by Madame Campan, Her Lady in Waiting, with special instruction and illustrations. So I didn't flip through here to look for the illustrations, but it's just got a couple more portraits in here. But that's really interesting. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I keep looking down. All right. I've got Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty. This is the like extra, the big golden book edition. You know, they have the regular size golden books, and then they made the big golden books. So when I saw this one, I picked it up. And they're always exactly the same as the regular golden book editions. They're just bigger. So I had to have that. This is a portrait book full of photos of Washington, D.C. All over the city. It's literally it's just like the entire city. So, yeah. My picture dictionary. Another dictionary with pictures. And yeah, and this is just super exciting. But it's what we're looking for. So this was newer than most of the ones that I'm looking for, but it's still something that we want. Okay, here's the book that got all of this started online. So a lot of you in the junk journal group have already seen this, but now you get to see it like in, I'm gonna say in person. I was gonna say in person, but now I'm not gonna say in person. But now you get to see it in action, I guess. But Mother Goose. So here we go. It is like, it is a legitimate board book. Like, that thing is thick. But alright, so she's barely holding on by like a thread on the spine, but each page could be an entire cover of a new book. Front and back cover. Wouldn't that be exquisite? All right. And then, Ulta just came out with a Despicable collection that features someone who I admire very much, and they completely messed up her face. They completely it goes against everything that she believes in or believed in. And I absolutely cannot, in good conscience, support her estate and purchase the product. But I found this, and I know that this doesn't go to that estate in purchasing this. It's very far removed from her benefiting her now, whoever owns her estate. And the capitalistic mentality that they have now. But Frida Kahlo, the person or persons who despicably redesigned and reformatted her face for the Ulta collaboration, you should be ashamed of herself. You should be ashamed of yourself. She loved the way she looked with her natural facial features, including her natural body hair. And you completely removed that from her. And you should be ashamed. Just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, this is my favorite artist ever. So when I saw this book, I was ecstatic. And I will probably keep this forever. Yeah. So. All right. I got another dictionary. My very first dictionary. And this one is just so cute. So. It says, has nearly 500 basic words for beginning readers. The amusing rhymes and lively Disney illustrations will help youngsters remember this vocabulary from A to Z. So, it says, add to zigzag. And then I've got the Golden Book of Poems for every for the very young. So it is simply exquisite. Alright, we're almost done with this box. Alright, we've got Stories Children Love, which is falling apart, but is absolutely gorgeous. It's falling apart in more ways than one. We've got like torn pages. Where's some color illustrations? Oh my gosh. Got full page color illustrations. When was this published? $1933. Look at this gorgeous Cinderella illustration. I just think it's so wonderful. I love him. I just love him. All right, and here we've got the Child's Bible Reader. And this one I picked up for the amazing paintings. It's got these all the way through. And I think I've seen this book before. Like maybe at my grandma's or something. I think my grandma had it. So we got little Jesus. And, just... Okay, here's the last one. Hagar. So, like, it just is, and the pages are all have the old two-color, or, well, one-color and black line illustrations, and they're all incredible patina on those. Just beautiful. I love them. So, absolutely awesome. Okay. Oh, this one's stuck. Ugh. Okay, this one is The Essential History of American Art. And they had 4 copies of this, but this one was the only one with a dust jacket, so that's why I picked this one. It is very interesting though. And I do love it and enjoy it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or source it for art journaling. Not sure yet. But I'll figure it out. There's 2 more up there that I could use for art journaling. They're only $2. So, okay. This is a little German book. University of Nebraska, Germanic Languages and Literature. Printed in 1910. Ooh, can you see how, I don't know if you can see this, but the print raises up the paper. Can you tell? Oh, that's incredible. Okay. Like all of it, all the way through the book. Wow, this was printed on a printing press, like an actual printing press. That's interesting. Okay, this is a textbook for learning German from the University of Nebraska, from 1910, but interesting. German textbook. And I don't read German. I mean, I can read it to understand it, but I do not pronounce any of it, so. April Wet something. Last book in here for the moment. Richard's Topical Encyclopedia. Art and Biography. And this was wet. And I liked the way this page is crackled. Otherwise, it was just a worn out old book. All right, last box. Sex Searchlights and Sane Sex Ethics. Oh yeah. That's what they published. An anthology to sex knowledge for women. And this is from 1924. There's so much more that we know now. I got this just because I'm interested to see what they thought in 1924 versus what we know now in 2019, 2020, 100 years later. And compare. I am just, it's a morbid curiosity, really. And maybe I'll vlog about it, but this was a morbid curiosity thing. So that's that. Okay, let's go on to something else. Victory songs! Yay! Some church songs. Thanks be to God who giveth the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, just some more songbooks. Another songbook to tear up and put into use as ephemera. Okay, here's another this is a Land and Peoples what are they called? Encyclopedia of the Baltic states. So this one has some maps, some pictures of people, you know, that type of thing. And it's just talking about the Baltic states. So, you know, oh, and it says, and Central Europe. So, the Baltic states and Central Europe. All of that. But it was $2, so that's that. Ooh, this one was really cute. This one was Water Pollution Control Research Series, but it was talking about freshwater isopods of North America. So this was like, it was a nice little hardcover, but it's all about, it all has this research on little freshwater animals. So it's all diagrams and research. I thought it was really cute, really neat. Something that would be neat in a junk journal. All right, here's another hymnal. Nice red on the edges of this one, and some red print on the front. And this is like, this is from Antioch Christian Church. That's interesting. Just a couple more. Here's a huge one. Okay, see how big it is? And then so it, one thing that I don't like about these books is what a positive face it puts on the white men coming through and killing other people, the natives that were already here, and taking their belongings and their land and their everything that they had. So, in killing them, and then calling it positive ideals like pioneer spirit. Spirit fingers. Okay. We've got the rest of these Elsa books right here. I've got 5 more. And then one more $2 book right here. The World's Book Comprehensive Education Plan, which is just a bunch more pictures, basically. So, that's just more pictures to be pulled apart and put into junk journals. And then the very last thing that I want to show you guys is something that I have been looking for about I would say probably 10 years. About 10 years ago, my grandmother moved out of her big house, and when she did that, she gifted a lot of things to us, her 3 grandchildren, me and my 2 cousins. And one of the things that she gifted to me was a set of storybooks called The Children's Hour. And there are 16 books in the set. But my cousin, who is 3 years younger than me, or no, maybe just 2 years younger than me, took one of those, just had to have one of those books. So she insisted on having just one of those books. So I don't have the complete set, and I've never gotten to have that number 2 book, the fairy tales. I've gotten to read the other books to my kids. I've gotten to sit and read the other books for myself, but I've never gotten to read the fairy tales. And I've looked online for them. I've looked on eBay for it. And that book on eBay goes for like $60. That book alone. So, you know, I go into half-price books now and then, and I'll take a look for it and everything. I've never found it here at Half Price Books. But today, I happened to find, I think it was book 14 or 15 on the shelf when I was looking at the $2 books. I was like, I should ask them if they have number 2. And so when I took all my piles and piles of books to the register, I asked them, do you happen to have any more of this collection? And right as I asked that question, my eyes went up and down the bookshelf that was right beside the register, and I saw 1, 2, and 3 on the second to top shelf right above the register. And I got my number 2 book. for only $5. So, also, a lot of these books were gifted to me by the owner of the store because I purchased so much. So these are not all purchased books. Some of these were gifts. So I really appreciate Wayne for gifting some of these to me, and for giving me such a great deal on these books. And I appreciate all of the other guys at Archives Books, and you guys are wonderful, and I can't wait to see you guys again. So and I might even bring some things to you. So I'll see you guys next time, and I'll see all of you YouTube guys and Facebook people soon. So love your faces.